Mike here at Golden Gate Chapter, back again with another episode, and today we're meeting Carlos.
Yeah, my name is Carlos Tejuco. Happy to be on board today.
Awesome. So, the standard question here is, how long have you been a member?
I am a newbie. I'm a newbie member. Yeah, we're talking out in the last 2 months or so.
Awesome.
Not new to the world of BMWs, but definitely new to the world of CCA.
Since you're brand new, what was sort of the inspiration of joining the club? What was the attraction?
Yeah, so I had gotten a chance to meet up at a couple of the local SF meets in the Presidio. I got a chance to meet a lot of other owners there. I thought it was pretty cool, and next thing you know, I'm signed up and ready to go.
Awesome. That's great. So we can just jump in and introduce one of your cars. It's one of, I think, 3 of them.
Yeah.
But it's a very special car.
Yeah.
Let's take a look and introduce it.
Yeah, so this is a 1996 Techno Violet E36 M3.
Awesome.
It's actually an S3R car built originally by Dinan. This is a very, very special car, though, in the sense where it was actually owned by Dinan. So it was one of a handful of cars that was one of their original test mules to build their supercharger system on, their suspension, and a lot of other bits and pieces.
Amazing.
So lots of prototype parts on it, and we've owned it. We're the third owner, and we've owned it now for about maybe 3 or 4 years at this point, and have gone through and done quite a bit. So everything from refresh the head, M50 manifold swap, full glass out respray, refresh of the suspension, rebuilt the supercharger, sourced some cool interior bits, and all sorts of different.
So what was the thing that attracted you to the E36 M3?
Yeah, so interesting story. About 10 years ago, the very first M3 I ever owned was the same exact color E36. So I used to have a 1997 Techno Violet E36 M3. I owned that for about 3-4 years, modded that, and actually did a ton of HPDs on it.
Awesome.
And then I lost it in a bad wreck.
Oh no.
Yeah, so unlicensed, uninsured motorist just blew through a stop sign, ended up blowing that car up.
Yeah.
And I always told my wife.
Accidents are the worst, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. That was a tough one. So when I lost that car, I always told my wife if we had another shot at another purple M3, I was going to take it. So that came maybe 10 years later. We offloaded an E36 M3 that we had to make room for this, and then started building it into what you see today.
Awesome. So I guess why don't we take a walk around the car? So
sure.
Obviously you've changed the wheels here to BBS.
Yeah, so the interesting story on these wheels. So these are 18 by 9.5 all the way around. And when we got them, we weren't entirely sure they were going to fit. We didn't know if they were going to clear us well. So
yeah, it's real tight.
Yeah, luckily BBS just sent us one so that we can do a mock fit and a test. Awesome. And what we realized with that, the suspension, the struts, we were going to have some interference there. So when we replaced the suspension, we got on the phone with ground control and kind of let them know what we were trying to do, and they did some custom welds on the strut housing for this car. That way we could clear it. So that's what you see there. So there's actually 4 rear wheels, 18 by 9 square setup all the way around, and then you'll notice there's what appear to be Brumbos in there, which they are, but they're actually from off of a 996.
Okay.
So we have Porsche brakes on here, and they're made into Rally Road adapters, and then the discs that you see under there are actually E36 M3 CSL 2-piece floating rotors.
Oh wow.
So that is all the way around all 4 corners.
That's crazy. And then we take a look at the interior quickly.
Yep.
Is this standard on the E36 M3?
So it's standard on an E36 M3, but it wasn't standard on this one. So this car originally came with a leather interior.
Wow.
This interior I sourced, and then when I sourced it, we actually didn't get the door cards with it. And so we ended up getting reproduction cloth, and I had a buddy of mine completely redo the door cards.
Oh, wow.
And then we got set up with the motorsport seat belts, and just been tweaking things ever since.
Yeah, it's BMW Motorsport logo lettering on the rear seats. And then the limited edition BMW Motorsport pads there, carbon fiber. Nice steering wheel. So I know that's probably not stock, right? Because it's got the colored BMW logo.
It's actually from the European E36.
Oh, so they got better stuff than us as usual, right?
Yeah. It doesn't look like a boat wheel. Though that wheel, the only thing I don't like about it is it is still fairly large in diameter, but at least with the 3-spoke, it looks a little better than a lot of the 4 spokes that came in the later edition E36s.
Yeah. Let's work our way back the back end here. And lightweight wing, right?
Yeah, so this is actually a replica wing. This is from Abrams Motorsport. And then you'll notice that it has wicker bills on it as well. So those are actually replica wicker bills from M Motorsport parts. So very, very cool, because the genuine wicker bills, I think right now are fetching upwards of $800 on eBay. And so M Motorsport parts makes these great extruded replicas, and they're great because they're pretty affordable, all things considered. And if you're running a higher wing, then slap those suckers on, and kind of gives you all the benefits of the wicker bills without the high cost.
And of course, the Dinan exhaust.
Yeah.
It was a Dinan car.
That's right.
It's got to have the Dinan exhaust. All right, maybe we want to pop the hood, I guess, right, to see what all the goodies in there.
Sure. Yeah. Let me hand this to you.
Sure.
Each car is different. The size of the car. I would say that's a little bigger. Yeah, so what you see here, this is actually the Generation 2 Vortex supercharger. So originally this car was prototyped with the Powerdyne unit. And the Powerdyne unit, well, Powerdyne is no longer in business anymore, so sourcing rebuild parts for that is a little bit difficult. So what we ended up doing was we took the Powerdyne out, we replaced it with a version 2 from Vortex, and we completely rebuilt it. So this sucker was in parts. Matter of fact, the owner of M Motorsport parts with the wicker bills, he also does professional rebuilds on these supercharger kits. So we had this apart, new bearings, new turbine, powder-coated charge pipes, whole 9 yards. And then you'll see the M50 manifold swap, and then we just went through the engine, made sure compression, leak down were at healthy levels, and it's all good to go. And then we replaced the entire cooling system as well. So what you see here, this is actually a really cool upgrade, at least I think, because the radiator is from a Z3M. So you have the benefits of a 3-core, but it looks completely factory. So I really like that. We just paired that with new hoses and Stewart high flow water pump, and keeps everything under check and control under the hood, and it's good to go.
So what do you do with the car? I mean,
yeah. You know, it's,
where do you take it? That's right.
It's mostly just for weekends. Luckily, you know, I take a shuttle into work, and so when the weekends come and the weather is nice, I either take this out or the E30 M3, and it's kind of a flip of the coin that morning to see kind of what it's going to be, you know?
Yeah, because I think I saw you in your E30 M3 at the last San Francisco Cars and Coffee. So
yeah.
If you're a regular at the San Francisco Presidium location, you'll probably see Carlson. One of those two cars.
You'll see either a purple M3 or a lac silver E30 M3. I'm going to be in one of those.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty awesome. So the last question we got, what's the best thing about the club?
The best thing about the club, just getting to meet new people. I mean, you know, it's being so new. Candidly, I haven't been able to experience a lot of the benefits yet, but I've met a ton of cool people. Whether it's from the San Francisco chapter, I actually just got a chance to meet a lot of folks from the LA chapter as well. And I think that's really cool, man. It's kind of a nice gathering, and you have something in common, so, you know, conversations never dull.
Right. You'll probably end up making friends for life, basically.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, Carlos, it was great talking to you and introducing us to this beautiful car, which is at the XPel tent here at Legends of the Autobahn.
Yeah.
It's awesome. So it's great meeting you.
Cool. Thank you for the time.
Yeah. Thanks.
Cheers.